Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're gonna do our May Bujo setup. So for this month, we're gonna do the theme, cards. So this is inspired from that Bujo lady. I have seen this theme last year, and when I was looking for a theme this month, I just suddenly remembered of this theme and just did it. When I saw the cover page, I just thought that this is going to be so easy because it's just some cards. But when I started to draw it, it was one of the hardest themes because recreating something that was real was a hard job than I imagined. And the fun part was that all the cards of mine were of different sizes and shapes, and I was too lazy to make it to a perfect look. So I just drew some cards and I didn't mind the size and shapes. But when I finished the whole cover page, it was looking pretty good than I imagined. We have finished outlining the cards. Now we can start our sketchworks. The cover page contains 4 different cards with 3 different colors and a wild card. If you have played this game, you will definitely know what's a wild card. I have played this game with my cousins a lot of time and I really love this game. This game is really fun. Comment down below if you have played this game or not. And let's move on to blue. So we are done doing the reverse card. Now we can move to the green card. I just did the same cards from that Bujo lady. I just had fun doing this theme because it was one of the variety themes I have picked. It was just some random cards. My sketches are in that aesthetic, so I'm not getting the same effect that I really want to get. Red and blue is just okay, but the green is not really aesthetic. I just don't use black much for my cover pages, so when I started with black, I thought it was going to mess up, but it was alright. For every cover pages this year, I just used a bunch of mixed colors for my themes, but the last year I just used some solid colors for my cover pages like blue, yellow, green, like that. I really want to do some single color themes for the coming months. Our cover page is getting almost done. I didn't choose any special font for this month, just wrote a symbol May. And when I just felt something missing, I just darkened it. Not the whole May, I just darkened the M a little bit more than the others. So our May cover page is done and now we are moving on to the calendar page. For this month, we are doing the calendar page at the side of the cover page itself. But for most of the months, I just do some cards and all in the side page, and taking the next 2 pages, I'm just doing the calendar page. I'm not a person who uses the calendar page much, so actually I just need this type of calendar pages. But just for fun, I just take whole 2 pages. We are done doing the cards and now we are moving to the calendar layout. The grids are of 4 into 5 size. I have seen people doing this calendar layout without using a scale or a ruler. I just don't know how they are doing it so perfectly. Most of the times I just use a scale for drawing these kinds of lines. It just gives the perfect look and just reduce our task also. We are done with drawing the calendar layout also. Now we can move on to writing the dates. Actually, after finish writing the dates, I just realized I have one more box extra. There was just 32 boxes instead of 31. I don't know how that one extra came. And now we can move on to the coloring, giving the red color. Actually, this cover page took me less time than the others. Now I'll let you some time to enjoy this process. let's do another wild card. For my Bujo setup, I'm not doing so much of pages, just the calendar page, cover page, and the habit tracker and the review page only. All these four pages just finish my Bujo setup for me. Mood tracker is another page which is done commonly, but I'm not a fan of mood tracker because I don't know, I just don't have a specific reason for that. So I just don't do it. Last year, for some months, I just did this mood tracker, but I just didn't fill it at all. I just, it was the blank spread of my Bujo setup. So I'm just trying not to do things that I don't use at all for this year. For the last year, I just had motivation for the first time of the month. So I just do all the spreads, but most of the spreads were so blank. My setup was filled with a lots and variety types of trackers, including sleep tracker, steady tracker, mood tracker, habit tracker, and everything. If we check the monthly trackers of every month, we can see that the first few days will be filled and the rest of the week will be just blank. And now we are done with our calendar page too, and now we can move on to the habit tracker page. And this month we can check if the habit trackers are filled the entire month or just the first few days. And for the habit tracker, I'm including 6 habits, drawing the 6 boxes in the middle and just some cards at the top and the bottom of the page. I seriously don't know what type of shape my cards had, but after every coloring and all, it was looking not bad. We are drawing 6 small calendars so we can just mark the day when we do that habit or just leave it blank. And I hope to fill all these not like the last year. For this year, I'm doing the habit tracker for the first time because for January, I was so busy with my exams and also I didn't had any time for my habits. For February and March, I was so busy that I only did the cover page. And for April, I just didn't do it. And for May, now I'm doing it. We can do the 2 pages together. I'm doing the review page right now. Review page is the most favorite page of mine in the entire setup of Bujo. I'm just writing the main incidents that just happened, the review, how the month went, like if I was productive or not, the mistakes just happened. So it's just so fun to write this all things at the end of the month. It was for the April first time I did this review page this year. Now we're doing the backside of the card. I really love how these pages just turned out, although I guess it's not good at the first. So as we are doing the same as the real cards, we are giving a shadow with the black for the text. The is written with the orange shade and we are giving red background to it. I really love to watch the speed versions of my coloring. It's just so satisfying to watch it. But as I'm using sketches, it's taking forever to color something. But the speed version looks like I'm doing it within just 2 seconds. We are doing a green card next. We are not giving any black outline for the numbers at the top. We just first outline the number with the same sketch we are taking and just color the rest. So it just pretty much look like the same as the real card. And we are done with the bottom cards and now we are going to the top cards with the card blue. Yeah, we're done with the cards of the habit tracker page. Now we can move on to the review pages card. Now we're doing the draw 2 cards. I didn't put much effort to make this setup really beautiful or perfect. I don't know why I was too lazy to make it perfect. Although it was a good spread though. done with the cards at the top of the review page. Now we can move on to the bottom part, and I'm doing a blue one. So now I'm doing a skip card, which means if a player just put the skip card, the next player's chance is gone. They can't play. Next I'm gonna do a red 7 card, and it was the most satisfying coloring video of mine I have ever seen. I don't know, it's just so good to watch this video. And 7 is my favorite or my lucky number, whatever. After these two pages are done, our May Bujo setup is complete. As I said earlier, I'm not using much pages for this year because I'm not using it anymore. So I'm just doing only the pages I just use or I really want to use. Now we can color the top portion of our habit tracker calendars and giving a small shade at the right side also to give a shadow effect. Actually, these are the small details that makes the spreads very perfect or like looks nice or aesthetic. The spread is gonna have a very different kind of look if I'm not giving those small shadow effects. So try to put these effects in your spreads also. I just learned all these with 1 year of Bujo. I officially started doing Bujo at 2022 when I just brought this dot grid book and started my Bujo journey. As we had only 4 colors, I just repeated the red and blue again for my boxes, but it was looking good. So as our boxes were ready, now we can write our habits. I'm writing the 6 habits on the top, and after that we can write the dates in the boxes. Actually, I forgot the main part of writing the dates in the boxes. I just realized it after writing this review and a habits heading. Yeah, now we can write the dates. As there is only one dot grid space for one date, I'm writing these dates really small. So after all, it's kind of looking a little messy, but it was alright. If you do the habits and mark your records in the habit tracker, it's one of the best spreads ever. But I'm not kind of one like that. I just do the spread but don't fill it out, as I said earlier. But for this month, we can just hope for the best, I guess. And after finishing our dates, our Bujo setup for May is ready.